Yeah, Pat Bonnie dropped a massive update on Don Lemon charges, so let's get into the video, shall we?
Look, I stand proud and I stand tall. This is not a victory lap for me because it's not over. They're going to try again, and they're going to try again. And guess what? Here I am.
A few moments later. His commentary, obviously in support of them. Does the fact that he claims to be an independent journalist, does that factor into the law at all?
Well, he's an online agitator. That's what he is now. And sure, if you're a journalist and you're covering a story, that's not what he was doing. If you were in there, if you protested and went into that church on the Sunday and you terrorized the parishioners, we are coming after you.
Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Let's get to John Lemon Juice real quick. And you know he ain't gonna make it to heaven either. Lying, talking about he a Christian with a man on top of his back every night. All right, let's go to Minnesota. So here's a couple updates. Let me say this. Don Lemon was going to be arrested. He was going to be arrested. But the federal judge decided not to sign off on the arrest warrant. And therefore they didn't arrest him. They should arrest Don Lemon. Now, let me explain this before I get to the context. And I'm going to try to do this fast because I only got 10 minutes. I don't think Don Lemon right now should be arrested on federal charges because the probable cause, the burden of proof is a lot higher than on the state charges that Stevie Wonder can see he violated. Entering and remaining on private property after reasonable request to leave, that's trespassing. That's a crime, misdemeanor crime. If you are creating or a part of disorderly conduct, which he was, that is also a crime. At least you got two crimes right there. You got two crimes. So on a state level, he should be arrested on those crimes. Federally, they need to do an investigation and find out if there was correspondence between Don Lemon in preparation of this event. So if it was premeditated by Don Lemon, knowing that they were going to go and violate people's rights, then Don Lemon should be also included in the federal charges. Not too long ago, I had one of those quiet moments that kind of stop you in your tracks. Nothing dramatic. Just sitting around with my family, looking around, realizing how much life has changed. The routine, the responsibilities, the people depending on me, and it hit me. I'm building something meaningful, something worth protecting, and that feeling is powerful, but it also carries weight. Because once you realize how much you have to lose, protecting it all can feel overwhelming. Thinking about the future, finances, making sure that your loved ones are taken care of in case something crazy happens to you. It can be heavy stuff, heavy on the heart. And if you're being honest, insurance used to feel like one more headache that I didn't want to deal with. That's why I trust Policy Genius. Policy Genius makes the whole process simple and clear. It's an online insurance marketplace where you can compare life insurance quotes from America's top insurers side by side for free. No pressure, no guesswork. Their licensed team actually works for you. They help you find the right coverage, answer your questions, handle paperwork, and make sure that you're getting a policy that actually fits your life. I've heard from listeners who use Policy Genius and were surprised by how easy it was and how much peace of mind that it gives you. And with thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot, the trust is well earned. With Policy Genius, real users have gotten 20-year, $2 million policies for just $53 a month. Ease the way to protecting a wonderful life. Head to policygenius.com/Tatum to compare life insurance quotes from top companies and see how much you can save. That's policygenius.com/Tatum. Let's go to Fox News clip 100 and let's roll it.
Those three individuals who were arrested were some of the organizers of that anti-ICE protest at the church. But Fox News has learned that a federal magistrate judge shot down multiple arrest warrants that the Justice Department tried to get for other individuals who were also involved in that protest, including former CNN anchor Don Lemon. Sources confirmed to Fox the magistrate judge who blocked the warrants is named Douglas Miko, and his wife, works as an assistant attorney general in Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison's office. A source close to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi tells Fox the AG is enraged at the magistrate judge's decision and says DOJ is still pursuing charges against additional individuals related to that protest. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey and other Democratic leaders argue these prosecutions and the massive immigration enforcement operation are purely political theater.
Rejecting the charges against Don Lemon smells fishy to me, and we may actually learn more about the magistrate's motivations, his bias, his conflict of interest, as Kevin pointed out. You know, legally, the magistrate would have to have decided that these prosecutors did not meet the standard of probable cause. But, you know, just personally disagreeing with the wisdom or fairness of bringing the case, that's not a valid ground for overriding the charging decision. So, Sean, I thoroughly expect the DOJ to do one of two things here. Either bypass the magistrate by going directly to a grand jury for an indictment against Don Lemon, or go to a real district court judge, because, you know, a magistrate is really just a ministerial assistant. You know, he handles misdemeanors and warrants and empties the trash cans.
All right, let's go to clip 102, and that's Don Lemon Juice running his mouth on TikTok. Roll the clip.
Look, I stand proud and I stand tall. This is not a victory lap for me because it's not over. They're going to try again, and they're going to try again. And guess what? Here I am. Keep trying. That's not going to stop me from being a journalist. You're not going to diminish my voice. Go ahead, make me into the new Jimmy Kimmel if you want. Because I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to believe the same things whether you want to, whatever. None of this is about justice. This is about power, and it's about people who are incompetent. When they want to become dictators or authoritarians and take over a country, what do? The first thing they do is get rid of the media. They shut off the radio. They have state-run TV. They have state-run radio. They have state-run newspapers. That's what's happening.
Time out. I think that gay getting in his brain. I don't know what it is. That other man DNA is getting in your brain.
I think the guy backshot him too damn many times and it fucked his brain up. You know how gay people like that is right there. When they get fucked in the ass so many times, their brain don't work right no more. So that's what's happened to Don Lemon. Maybe, just maybe, somebody need to walk up with an 8-pound hammer. Don't hit him in the head because his brain's not there. You might have to hit him in the ass or an ankle. Give him a brain concussion, because that kind of shit right there don't make no sense. Never know, you take a hammer, hit him in the head, it might shatter the hammer, because he's fucking got nothing in his head anyway. So this fucking hot air, or maybe the other man's junk in his head. Who knows? To be honest, I think none of these Democrats or liberals got any common sense. If they did, they wouldn't walk into a house of the Lord and doing that shit they did. So I don't think any damn Democrat don't have no brain in the head. I think the brain's in the ass or their ankle. I don't care if it's black or white. If you're a Democrat, your brains are in your ankle or your ass, in my opinion. Because up there's just hot air. Because clearly, if they had brains, they're not using it. So, this is my theory. If somebody punches him in the head and it cracks his head open, you ain't gonna see no brains. You might see white stuff from the guy who's been sucking off in his head. That's my opinion. Or you kick him in the ankle, you might give him a concussion. That's all I gotta say. Have a nice day.